Hey, hey, hope you're having a great day. Listen, I want to talk to you today about a story that is a pretty amazing story, and all of us can learn from this guy's story. So, do me a favor as you jump on, let me know where you're watching from, what city, what state, what province in Canada, and we will get started here in just a second. I'm going to keep this brief because I know, people, their attention span, all of us, me included, thanks to all the different social media platforms, our attention span is less than that of a goldfish. That's a true story. And that was an old study. It's even worse now. But do me a favor, let me know where you're watching from. and Also, as you join, I'm going to let you know that StreamYard is the platform that you're watching on right now. If you do not use StreamYard and you're looking to market your business using video, this is one of the best small investments I've ever made that has given me big returns, because it allows me to broadcast right now on 8 different platforms. So I'm not having to go live on each and every single one. It allows you to record the video, get it to an editor if you want to break it up into small bite-sized pieces and put them on TikTok and Reels and all of that stuff. So make sure to go to to that link. All right, Facebook user in Spain. It doesn't show me your name, but thanks for joining. All right, so here's what I want to do. Here in the US, there's a story. And I want you to hang with me, because I just wanted to jump on here today to have a conversation with you and to ask some questions. Because how many of you like to follow people that have success stories and find out how they did it? Like, were they just naturally gifted? Did they come from a family that had a lot of money and they were able to do things for them that other people couldn't do? Was their life pretty easy? Was it hard? I love being able to do that type of thing. And the quality of our life, if you want to change your life, all right, you're in Nigeria. Awesome. The quality of our life is determined by the quality of questions that we ask ourselves. So even if I find someone that I don't really like how they do business, maybe I don't like the person, maybe whatever it may be, I still can learn from those people. I don't let that keep me from learning from them. This story is a powerful story, and I'm going to tell you why I think they blew up to an overnight success. And you tell me what you think. So this is really this is not me going through bullet point training, going, here's exactly what you do. But I do think that this can impact you in an extremely positive way. I do think it can encourage you. It's going to give you hope. It may change the way that you think, going, man, I'm not thinking big enough. And it may cause you to take that one action you've been holding off or hesitating on taking by hearing this story. How many of you have heard of Oliver Anthony? No matter what country you're in, you can look him up on YouTube. Oliver Anthony. Now, his real name is Christopher Anthony Lunsford, but his name that he goes by, because he based that off of his grandfather, is Oliver Anthony. Now, this guy, listen to this story. In 2010, he dropped out of high school and he went on to earn his GED. Okay, so I've had friends of mine earn their GED and they call it their good enough diploma. He worked at multiple plant jobs in North Carolina and was injured working at a paper mill in 2013. He worked third shift 6 days a week for $14.50 an hour in a living hell, is what he said. He even fractured his skull working at a paper mill or something like that. And here's what he said: there's nothing special about me. I'm not a good musician. I'm not even a very good person. But he spent the last 5 years struggling with mental health and using alcohol to drown it. That was a quote from him. But what happened was, he didn't think, he's 31 years old. He didn't think that he was going to, hey, Lisa, great to see you. He didn't think that he was going to make it. He's like, look, if I have a heart attack in my 30s, because he was doing drugs, smoking pot, he was an alcoholic. He was just drowning his sorrows every day in alcohol. He bought a piece of property for $97,000. And then on that property, he had a camper that he paid $20-some thousand for. But I guess the roof was leaking because he had a tarp over the roof, right? So he has this plastic tarp. Can you imagine living in a camper with a tarp on top of it with your entire family? That's where he was a few weeks ago. But then what happened was he said, you know what, before I die of a heart attack, because he was so depressed. And he's like, I had so much brain fog. I didn't think I could even make it. So he wanted to get some of his songs out before he thought he was going to die, because he was so depressed and stressed and had so much brain fog. So what he did was he started putting it out, and one radio station in one state put him singing a song in the woods. He lives, not even where I was born and raised, about 30 minutes from here. He lives 30 minutes from there. Okay, Farmville, Virginia. And that one video all of a sudden blew up. And then they put it on TikTok and it blew up. And the next thing you know, Joe Rogan talks about him and does a clip on him, and it blew up. That one song has it was 49 million or 50 million views the last time that I saw it. And let me tell you what happened since then. He is the only living solo male artist to have charted at least 13 songs in the top 50 of the survey. A month ago, 2 months ago, no one even knew who he was. He's singing in the woods. He's stressed, depressed, anxiety, feels like he can't even put one foot in front of another. He's living in a camper with his family with a plastic tarp on top to keep the rain out. And he's frustrated with the way the world is going today. He's frustrated working so hard, seeing very little effort. On the country digital song sales chart, Anthony also charts 13 songs, including 6 of the top 10. Last week, out of half of all country music songs that were sold, it was his. He turned down offers of $8 million because he didn't want to go in tour buses and tractor and trailers, and he stuck to who he really is. I've heard he's making, this has been a week or two ago, $40,000 plus a day. Just, I don't know if that's just one avenue, but literally in 30 days, his entire life has changed. Joe Rogan just interviewed him on his podcast. And I'm going to tell you why I believe that he just blew up and exploded overnight and completely changed his life overnight, which, by the way, that is a phenomenal story. How many of you think that's a crazy, awesome story? Man, that excites me. And it's a lesson for each and every one of us going, look, you're one connection away, one opportunity away, one new door, one opportunity away from a whole different life. But so many people, they focus on where they are, how bad things are, what they do not have. They don't make it. So I'm going to give you the reasons that I believe that he made it. So let's go into that real quick. And they're just short and sweet. Number one, he's real, authentic, and raw. So if you go listen to the song, I think it's Rich Men North of Richmond. Listen to the song. So many people listened to that song and they said, I felt like he was singing about my life. Right? I felt like he was singing about my life. So they related to him. He didn't care about your opinion, right? He was getting out who he was, his thoughts, his opinions. He didn't care if he was canceled. He didn't care what you thought about him, but he was being real. And that's why it attracted so many people. In a world of fakeness, in a world of TV shows and Instagram filters and all of these things where people have comparitis, they compare their life to everyone else, and it makes them feel so bad. And kids, that's why they commit suicide nowadays, because of social media and comparing themselves to other people. And it shouldn't be called Facebook. It should be called fake book. It's not real. So he was real. He was authentic. He was raw. And guess what? People felt that. They felt that. Go listen to the song on YouTube and you tell me what you think. How many of you have heard the song already? He kept pushing. Okay, here's the second thing. He kept pushing. Even though he said, I'm going to sing these songs, I'm 31 years old, I have anxiety so bad that I feel like I'm going to die of a heart attack, and I'm drowning my sorrows in alcohol and drugs. I'm going to get them out before I die. And he made a commitment. Now, this is also a part of the story that I saw. He made a commitment to God and said, God, I'm going to sober up to be able to live like you want me to live and to get, the word out, what I was created for 30 days before. Is that not a powerful story? So he kept pushing, even though he didn't feel like pushing, even though his brain fog was so bad that he thought he was going to die. He didn't stop. That's a valuable lesson. What if he would have stopped? It would have been the story 3 feet from gold. Hey, there's no gold here. Just sell the land and let's go somewhere else. Somebody else buys the land 3 feet. They start digging and boom, there's gold and they're wealthy. If he hadn't have put 1 foot in front of the next every day, progress, not perfection. Every day, can I just do a little bit more, no matter how I feel? So he focused on the process. He focused on the actions, not letting his feelings paralyze him. The next one, he wasn't satisfied with where he was. And now that you look back, it was his story, his challenges, and his obstacles that prepared him for who he is today, that is all of a sudden an internet sensation with millions of followers within 30 days, Joe Rogan podcast, making a lot of money. So it was actually almost like you're going to boot camp. Those preparations, it's not punishment. It was preparation to impact people all over the world. We have people on this live all over the world. So you're hearing the story right now. So it has the ability, and it is impacting people all over the world. So he wasn't satisfied with where he was. It challenged him to go to the next level. The last thing, he didn't care about other people's opinion, and he still doesn't, right? Because you've got people that are going, oh, he's talking about this political party. He jumped in there like, no, I'm not. Then he's got people offering him $8 million to do certain things. He's like, no, that's not who I am. So he is still sticking to who he is, and he doesn't care about your opinion. And that is attracting even more people because he's giving people hope, going, man, if he can do it. The guy was singing a song in the woods about his depression and his alcohol abuse and his drug abuse. If he can go out and make something, living in a camper with a tarp on it that he paid $20-some thousand for with his family, if he can go out and change his life, I can change my life. So that is, didn't show me your name, but the song is so real. You're exactly right. Hey, from Baltimore. But I just want to come on and talk to you for a few minutes because that story has been inspiring and motivating me. I love hearing stories of underdogs. I love hearing stories of people that have a good heart because he's not cocky. He's not arrogant. He says, look, I'm not even a very good musician. But guess what? You got 6 of the top 10 songs like no one else. You have 13 charted songs right now. The only living solo male artist to have charted at least 13 songs in the top 50, the only living male. He broke records that have never been broken before, and he was singing in the woods. To me, that's just such a cool story. And hopefully you're encouraged like I am. You're cheering for him, man. Like his stuff, share his stuff. And I just want to come, share that with you today. Now, let's see who we have on here real quick. Okela, I think it is. All right, from Uganda. That's pretty impressive. We got people from all over. And we're going through multiple channels. We got YouTube, we got Twitter, we have, multiple Facebook groups, different platforms. But it's great to see you. But again, StreamYard.com/DK. Make sure you go there, get you a free trial of StreamYard, which I'm using right now. This is a pretty awesome platform because what you can do, let me show you this real quick. I can change my brand. I can go change, go on here and put links like this. Comment below where you're watching from. If you notice, I've got, the Daring Kid logo. You can have things streaming across your screen. This is like you are having your own TV production crew. And with social media, look at Oliver, right? He had one video that one person resonated with that put it on one channel that led to, what do you call the things? Dominoes. It was a domino effect. And so that's why I believe that video is one of the most powerful marketing tools. It's one of the most powerful tools to get your message across. because people can see you, they can hear you, they can feel your energy, your passion. And I believe if it would have just been a song on the radio, that would have not happened. But because a radio station posted the video is went viral. Because when you hear him sing, you can feel him through the camera. And when it comes to marketing and impacting people, people want to do business with people they know, like, and trust. So they will know if you're their vibe right off the bat. Your vibe attracts your tribe. So when you have video, you skip a lot of what we used to have to go through with emails and direct mail. All of those things still work. All of those things I recommend you still use. All other platforms, right? Email and text message and all those things. But when you have a video where we're communicating or you're seeing in real time, even if it's a replay, you know, if you know, like, and trust the person a lot faster than what you, a lot of times it could be the first video that you watch. And so that's what happened with him. That's why I love StreamYard so much. And that's why I'm working with them, right? They're helping sponsor some of my stuff, is because, where I'm an affiliate with them, you know, and it's because I believe in it. I don't promote things that I don't believe in. And I really do believe in this platform. So go get your free trial and share it with anybody else that you know wants that too. So StreamYard.com/DK. But appreciate you jumping on. Let me know if you like, you know, me jumping on every now and then, even if it's not a bullet point training. Here's exactly how you do 1, 2, 3 ABC. I like just having conversations. I like engaging with you, not being rushed. And I like us going through things like this and learning from one another. But anyway, if you're watching this on replay, or all of you, once I stop the live, because a lot of the live comments disappear, I would love for you to come back and share with me. Like, for example, right now, drop in the comments. Number one, if you're not subscribed on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, wherever, make sure you subscribe so we're connected, and set up alerts. Number two, tag people that you know that they need some encouragement, or you think this story would resonate with them and encourage them. You know, share the love. So make sure you comment and tag them in the comments. Make sure you like and love whatever platform you're on, because then what that does, that helps me with the algorithm, and it gets it out to more people. And they go, wow, okay, people are liking the comment. They're commenting. They're loving this. Then let's show more people. But if you have someone that you love their story, like I love Sylvester Stallone's story. That's a great story. Walt Disney, like there's so many. Les Brown, like what an amazing story. So share with me, like, are there any stories that you're like, hey, Darren, I love this story, because if I hadn't researched them and looked at their story, I want to make sure that I put that on my list, and I do that. So let's see, Walt Disney, Sylvester Stallone. Another one is Tyler Perry. How many of you know Tyler Perry's story? That's a powerful, amazing story. And we can learn things from other people and ask the right questions and learn from their lessons. We don't have to go through the lessons ourselves to learn from them. We can learn from other people's lessons. Hey, Becky, great to see you. All right, well, listen, have a great day. We will see you next time, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Take care.